So I did the whole like nice car thing a few years ago. I bought a Mercedes. I had an AMG and everything, and like it was
What
cool.
kind of AMG?
It was an E43.
E40.
So 2018.
Wagon?
No, sedan.
Oh shit,
No.
still base though.
Yeah, the wagons are so
yeah.
fucking rare,
They're
dude.
so rare, but they're so
I want
nice.
E-Class wagons so fucking
They're
bad.
so. I would
That's
honestly.
the only way I'd go back to Mercedes.
Absolutely.
Only way. But yeah, I remember looking, and they're like $20,000 more. Like I remember at the time the E43 was like 60 grand, and the E43 wagon was like 85.
Holy
So
shit!
fuck that, dude. I'm getting a
Yeah.
sedan, you know.
I can agree with that.
And I financed it. My credit has always been horrible, but like I financed it, got a shit deal. It was cool for the first few months, and I actually got really lucky by getting in a car accident. It got totaled in a split fault
shit.
accident, and it bailed me out of my really bad financing situation. Where like
72-month loan type shit.
bro, I had a 72-month loan.
Holy shit.
I owed
Oh,
well, my credit
man.
score is 520. Like right now, my
shit.
credit score is 520, and that's an improvement. I used to be in the 4s.
Damn.
But like I had a Mercedes, it was cool and everything, but like when I crashed it, it was a blessing, dude. And I remember I thought at first I wanted another nice car. I went to the Mercedes dealership. The salesman in there just didn't give a fuck about me. They were like kind of rude and everything. I was like, okay, I must not look, old or wealthy enough to fucking get their attention. So I left, and I was kind of irritated. And my buddy who drove me there, we're driving back when we passed a Toyota dealership. And I thought in my head, I was like, I could just end this right now. I could just fucking go get a Corolla, and it's going to last me like 30 goddamn years, and I'll just never worry about a car again. And it was like kind of a joke in my head at first, but then I was like, yo, pull in that Toyota dealership. And I bought the Corolla that night.
Hell yeah.
And then it got totaled 2 months later.
The Corolla?
Yes.
Damn.
I've bought 2 Corollas in the past year, actually, because a guy turned in front of me, kind of similar to your accident story, where a dude just made a left turn right in front of me and fucking got owned, So I'm on my second Corolla now, my second 2024 Corolla.
Well, base choice. Corollas are insanely
I love it personally.
good.
I love it. I have a hatchback.
Oh shit! Oh damn! That's
It's
even more base.
it's goated,
Yo,
dude. It's
that's so
goated.
fucked because that was the fucking. They originally introduced that as the fucking Scion like IM or
Yes.
some shit. Those literally I was talking to my dad like the other day and he was like, did you know Toyota makes a Corolla hatchback? And I was like, yeah, of course I know that. And I was like, yeah, no. And he was like, they actually look really nice. And I was
They're
like,
awesome, dude.
So nice. Like, I test drove a Scion IA, which was like the Yaris.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, not a Corolla, but it was a Yaris. And I was like, this is nice. Like, it was too much for me, but it was nice. But Corollas, like, I know there's a lot of folks out there that are like, Corollas are like base level, like why buy a Corolla? But like they're so good.
No, yeah,
like,
that is.
They run, they drive, they get 30 miles per gallon.
Mm-hmm.
Like why wouldn't you want a Corolla if you just want point A to point B?
Yeah, I'm getting
And,
30
like,
miles a gallon in traffic.
Exactly, and like I've heard the new ones are really fun to drive as well.
They are, bro.
Like especially if you get the manual. I don't know what you have.
Automatic. I can't drive
Yeah.
manual.
Yeah, I can't drive manual either. I need to learn.
Me too.
All of my friends know how to drive manual. I don't know how. But I need to learn how to drive manual. But the Corollas are fucking lit. They're
I'm scared
super
to like
fucking
blow my
nice.
friend's transmission learning it.
No, literally same here. Like genuinely same here. Like one of my friends, like as mentioned, he has a Subaru Baja right now, which is like the pickup truck version of the Subaru Outback.
Yep.
It's a super fucking sick car. Really, really, really cool. I'll show you a photo after the stream, or after the video. I don't want to dox him, so I'm not gonna
We won't air
put
them
it on right now.
Yeah.
But it's super fucking mint, and he's got I think it's a 5 or 6 speed manual, and I mentioned like one time, and I was like, I need to learn how to drive manual. And he was like, oh, I'll let you learn. And I was like, yeah, I'm just not really willing to do that because I'm afraid I blow your transmission. He's like, actually, understandable. Like,
Yep.
actually, like, you know what? Like, if you're afraid of that, like, I'm like, hey, no issue kind of thing.
I wish my
And-
homies with manuals were like that, dude. They keep pressuring me and they have nice cars, and I'm scared. Like,
Because then I'd want to play for the clutch and then
dude,
the fucking
my friend Attila has a fucking
transmission.
BMW M4.
Yo,
and he
that's
keeps telling me to
nice.
learn manual in that, and I'm like, dude, you're smoking dick.
No, I'm not willing. Hell no. BMW prices for a manual? No.
Yeah, good luck. Good luck
Yeah.
getting me to get in there.
No, literally. But And another one of my friends has a manual Mazda 3, which is super fucking mint. Mazda 3's goated cars is what I mean. Like,
Yep, I used to have one of those.
You guys used to have Mazda 3, deadass?
2011. Yep,
Yo,
2011 Mazda 3.
Those are fucking nice, especially like the Mazda Speeds.
It was great until I crashed it.
Holy fuck. Oh shit.
I've crashed a lot of whips, dude.
My condolences.
How many car accidents have you been in?
I've been in a bunch, but only one of them, aside from the one that I got rear-ended in the Mercedes, which I spoke on earlier, which didn't total. It was just
very minor.
Yep. Yeah. Did no damage to my car. Did more damage to the other person's car than my car. But aside from that one, I've been in one, which was the Crown Vic crash. After the Crown Vic, oh yeah, I forgot. We were talking about cars, and then I was talking about what I had. So drove an LS430 after that. Then after that, stopped driving the LS430 when I went to college because I didn't need a car in college. I went to East Carolina U. They had great public transportation, great free buses. So I had to check those everywhere if I needed to, unless I walked. Because it's Greenville, North Carolina, where Jimmy Donaldson, MrBeast is from. Yo, shout out MrBeast.
Big ups, MrBeast.
Big ups, MrBeast.
I need a job, player.
Yo, MrBeast, whip your cock out.
Dude, let me get $1 million, dude, please. Damn, how rich do you think that guy is?
I don't think he's as rich as people think he is.
For sure, I agree with that.
I think he has money. I think he has millions in the bank. But, I mean, like, let's be honest here. $1 million in the bank, yes, it's a lot of money. But it's not as much as it used to be.
For sure.
Being a millionaire today is something you could achieve on a normal salary if you really save your money and put it in the stock market and stuff like that kind of thing, and don't put it into GameStop or penny stocks, and you just put it in the S&P 500 and you're playing it safe and you're doing good investments. Not one to condone Wall Street bets behavior or stuff like that. It's very...
You go on Wall Street bets?
I look at it for fun, for shits and giggles.
Do you invest in anything?
S&P 500. That's
okay.
it. I'm a very safe investor. I've got a Roth IRA. I put it all in the S&P 500. My goal is to retire by the time I'm like 55. And when I say retire, I don't mean like not do anything. Like I just want to be like secure and not have to like work a job for like the rest of my life after that point, kind of thing. Like if I want to still do stuff, like I can. Like I have no intention of ever quitting working because I don't know what I'd do with my time otherwise, honestly. I've always been doing something, whether it's school or work or something like that kind of thing. I just don't know what I'd do with my time if I literally did nothing. And I think, honestly, I'd probably die by the time I'm 65 if I didn't work.
Yeah. You get bored quick, dude.
No, seriously. And I really think boredom leads to death, genuinely.
For sure.
It's one of those things where I'm just kind of like, okay, I need to put in like the money per year that I can into my Roth IRA. I need to get that shit going because with Roth IRAs versus this is becoming a finance thing now.
Fuck it, dude. Let's get into finance, bro.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
That's good CPM. Graham Steph.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He's
Put
got
this at the beginning, dude. I need some good ads on this.
Yo, no, for real, for real.
Splice this up a little bit.
Like the fucking. Like I was seeing Graham Steffen's video on what his CPM and RPM is. He's got a $30 RPM. $30.
Motherfucker. And
no,
those kind of views he gets too?
Yeah.
Bro, imagine a
That's
million
crazy.
views on $30 RPM.
Yes. I'm getting like average like $5. I'll acknowledge like maybe $5.
Yeah, 5 is a lot.
Yeah.
Like 5 already is good.
Like car videos with like no smoking, no cussing, $8 to $10 depending on the car. Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh my! I got to look at what we get on the podcast, but I know damn well it's not close to that.
But like liquor videos though, like it depends on liquor. But like tequila whiskey, you're looking at $5. So low-key going to be having to make more whiskey and tequila videos because that shit's pretty good.
Those guys are spending money over there.
And there's just so many ads that want to cover that, of course.
It's so crazy how widely the ad revenue fluctuates depending on your niche.
Yeah, no, seriously. I mean, like for like certain liquors, like if I did like vodka, it's like $3 something kind of thing. But whiskey is like $5. And it's very interesting how it fluctuates with countries as well, which I think is like a total fucking rip on YouTube's part. Not a diss on YouTube, somewhat, but I'm very thankful. I am very thankful for the position I'm in, so I don't want to shit on YouTube too much.
I think they deserve some valid criticism, though, you know?
I think they do as well. I will agree.
Sure.
But I do want to, of course, clarify that I'm very thankful for the position.
Oh, yeah.
when it comes to like what some other countries are getting, I'm just kind of like the advertisers from certain countries. For example, I did a video on Old Monk rum, which is made and produced in India and is an iconic Indian staple. They actually
Do you like
used
that
to,
one?
I liked it, not straight, but in a rum and coke. It's fucking amazing.
Fuck, I almost picked that bottle.
Genuinely,
I almost picked Old Monk.
Which ABC store did you go to?
It was like something with a W county. It was like started with a W. I can pull it up real quick.
Oh shit. I'm just curious to know because
Do
actually
you want
I
me
want
to
to pick
say
up
it?
another
Like,
bottle.
hold on, let me.
You can say it if you want to. I'm literally going to go
was-
there like tomorrow and pick up a bottle of Old Monk because the place I went to get Old Monk
Wake
stopped
County
selling.
ABC.
Oh wait, what was the Addy though?
Here. It is right there. Should be on the bottom, the Addy.
Shit, y'all went to Mission Valley? That's where I went. They had Old Monk there.
Yeah.
That's where I went to get Old Monk. What the fuck?
Literally
I was in
right
there,
all
no
the
joke,
way
a
on the
week
back
ago.
wall. All the way on the back wall. It's literally right next to this bottle. Top shelf.
I literally went there a week ago and was like, "Yo, y'all still sell Old Monk?" And they were like, "No, we haven't gotten any in like months."
Well, they
I was
just
like,
fucking got it by the looks
what
of it
the
the
fuck?
shelf was stocked, bro.
Oh my god!
It was. They had like 3 different types of it, I think.
Holy shit!
So they got it,
Damn.
dude.
I'm gonna go there and pick some up literally tomorrow. Not a
Let's
joke.
fucking get it, dude.
Because I made a video on the Old Monk rum from India, and it's an Indian staple. It was actually supplied to the Indian military for many years, so it's very much a staple, and it's like the college drink for a lot of folks in India. And I drank it, I tried it, I did a review of it, I posted on the channel. That video is probably my most successful video on the new Jacob Jones Money channel. But the RPM on it is 49 cents.
Fuck.
49 cents RPM.
That is brutal.
And that's because most of the viewers watching the video are from India, which I'm very thankful for their support.
Of course.
But I think it's insane that YouTube is paying me less just because, or paying me less, I'm trying to make this not sound so bad.
No, I get what you're saying though. Like YouTube compensates. They give you less money for the viewers, like an ad viewer, depending on where they're from, because that's how they value that viewer based on region.
Yes,
their spending power.
Absolutely.
You know?
But it's one of those things where the ads they're showing, I'm like, there's no way companies like, let's say, a viewer's watching in India, they're watching the video in English.
Yeah.
Because I don't speak Hindi. I don't speak any of the other languages which I know are spoken in India, which I know is a lot of languages, that is. So the video is in English. They're watching the video, and I'm just kind of like, the advertisers on this video, while they might be like Indian brands or Indian stuff like that kind of thing, they're not paying that low of amount of money.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of like, there's no way they're paying that like they're still paying the same amount as people in America. It's just YouTube realizes they can get away with paying you less. I feel like for other countries where people might not think they're paying as much, but they totally are.
You know,
like,
Twitch does the same thing
dead ass
with subs. Turkish Twitch sub is 60 cents to you.
But it still costs the equivalent of $5 USD for them.
I'm not sure about that part.
I was about to say that would be insane.
I think I might be wrong. I think so. I believe it does, but I might be mistaken on that. I need a Twitch expert. I don't stream enough to know, but I do know for a fact that they do pay you. The amount you get per Twitch sub changes by region, like a lot.
Really, I didn't know that.
Yep.
That's good to know.
Yep. So ban all the Turkish people in your chat.
I was gonna do that anyway. No, I'm just kidding. I wasn't gonna do that. Yo, shout out the Turks, yo.
Big ups to
I want to
Turkey,
visit.
dude. I got my boy Attila hanging out in Turkey right now, dude. He's been there for 4 months. He needs to
Hell
come back.
yeah, brother. I got some Turkish neighbors. They're fucking chill as hell. But they be smoking weed and smoking cigarettes on the front porch every day. They're fucking chill as hell. They're great.
Yeah, Turkey's an interesting place. I want to
visit. I want to visit.
They have a hella cats in Istanbul.
Yeah, and
Like,
they're like
the whole city.
I've watched a bunch of like, what was it, like, I can't remember what channel it was, but they did there was a whole video on like the cats in Istanbul, like getting like fucking tagged on whether, and they literally like capture like stray cats and spay them and stuff to like.
Yeah, they
and I'm
really like care for the cats there.
Yeah,
So like
and
the
I'm
locals like all take very good care of the stray cats, and they'll have strays that have like collars and they're like groomed and stuff
Yeah.
because the locals will just take care of them.
Like, it's
you know?
fucking lit. I'm just kind of like in the neighborhood I live in, there's strays everywhere, kind of thing. Like,
Yep.
like where I am, I'm just kind of like, I walked up on the porch a couple days ago, and there's a fucking pregnant cat there. And I was like, get the fuck off the porch! I'm not feeding you. I was like, get the fuck off the porch, bro. I was like, you are not having a bunch of fucking litter of kittens here. I'm not taking
Damn,
care
low
of a
key,
bunch of cats.
I keep that cat around so I can take a kitten. You know, I like cats.
I'm allergic to them personally, so I can't take in a cat. I love cats when if I can pet them outside, or if some of my friends have cats and I love petting them then.
Got a hairless cat.
Apparently those are still if you have an allergy to cats, it's not really the hair, it's more the grease they have on them. So those still have the grease. Yeah, it's the saliva, that's what it is.
Yeah,
Thank
they
you.
are very grimy creatures, the hairless cats.
Yeah. My family has a Shih Tzu, which is like a hypoallergenic dog, like a poodle, but not a poodle. Bred for the Chinese royal family before the Communist Revolution, and then when that happened, they massacred all the dogs because it was an object of the Chinese royal family.
Yep.
But they were brought over to Britain before that, and now they're a thing very much everywhere else. I'm sure back in China again. Love her to death. Her name's Smokey. No relation to me smoking, actually. Named long before I was smoking.
She inspired you to smoke.
I think so, honestly. It's named after the Smokey the Bear, actually.
Nice.
She kind of looks like an Ewok.
It's a California celebrity right there, Smokey the Bear.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yo, Smokey the Bear, he got a good point. I'm not going to lie. Don't cause forest fires. Good shit, for real.
Yeah, honestly, Smokey. I feel like every state should have their own forest mascot.
No,
you know?
honestly, I can agree with that. Smokey the Bear is iconic, but we need Smokey the Bear and friends.
What would you make the North Carolina one?
Ooh, state bird's a cardinal.
Okay.
So I feel like a cardinal wearing a park ranger hat
Ooh.
with a don't litter sign in hand or something like that. I feel
So
like
it would be kind of like a humanoid cardinal, you'd have hands.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it would be really good. I think we'd get a furry commissioner on Twitter to do it or something like that.
Oh, I had a furry call in a few episodes ago.
Yo, hell
I know one,
yeah.
dude. I know who to
Hell
call.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Dude, furries make bank, bro.
Yo, people who make fursuits are fucking loaded.
Dude, I just had a conversation about this a few weeks ago. This girl
Hell
called
yeah.
in who's a furry, and she's telling me how her and her boyfriend make fursuits in their free time. Dude, they're thousands of dollars for a fursuit.
Literally. My brother's a furry.
Really?
And yeah, my brother's a furry. They literally go to fursuit, furry conventions and everything, and
Oh, I'm serious. I want to pick your brain about this. Actually, I'm very curious.
So, in high school, I was very anti-furry. I was just kind of okay, what the fuck? But as I've gotten older, I'm just kind of why do I give a fuck?
Yeah.
In high school, I was an edgy high school. I was kind of okay, what the fuck is going on with this? But
That's how a lot of people are in high school.
Yeah. But I've always been into anime. I've gone to multiple anime conventions before. I love doing that sort of stuff. And I just kind of, as I grew up, I was just kind of it's just cosplaying. But you're wearing a fursuit. What's the difference between, wearing a fursuit and wearing the character and wearing the clothing of the character you love, kind of thing. There's no difference between that. Kind of thing. Is there certain objects of both communities that make me very uncomfortable? Absolutely. For sure. Absolutely there is. But are the vast majority of the people in the community super chill, super nice people? Absolutely. The furry community is super chill, and I have no beef with them at all. And same with the cosplaying community. And my brother actually made their own fursuit. They literally, I'm Joann's is fucking closing. They fucking declared bankruptcy. They're closing all their stores.
Oh, no.
And my brother's fucking pissed. I heard a fucking 15-minute rant about it.
Oh, you think furries are one of their primary customer bases?
I wouldn't say. I was about to say absolutely, but no. I think it's actually old ladies.
Okay, furries are up there though.
They're up there. I definitely think they're up there. People make their own cosplays or fursuits. I'm Joann's is the place to go.
I was wondering how they're still in business, but I get it now.
Yeah, Joann's. Every time I've walked in there, because I've gone there with my brother once or twice, because they don't drive themselves, because they're a fucking nerd and don't have their
too busy
fucking
making
license.
Fursuits,
Loser.
Too busy making fursuits.
No, literally. Genuinely, I asked them a couple days ago, and I just called them up and I was yo, I know you need to get out of the house. Do you want to go to the thrift shop and go to a couple thrift shops? And they're nah, I'm making a fursuit, because they do commissions and shit. And I was just looking at it going bruh. you haven't gotten out of the house in 3 days. You need to get out of the house. But like, also, I respect the grind, kind of thing.
You know, what a time to be alive. You can make fursuits for a living. You can do what we're doing.
No,
it's a great time to be a human, dude.
Like, I get asked every once in a while, like, would you much rather be living in the 1970s? Because cigarettes and everything like that. And my answer to that is always no. Because I like to be able to microwave my food.
Yep.
I like to be able to make videos on YouTube. I wouldn't be in the position I'm in right now if I was raised in a different era. And also, racism.
Yes. So let's say hypothetically you were born in the 70s, and right now it's, I don't know, you're born in the 60s. Right now it's like 1975 or some shit. What do you think you'd be doing for a living without YouTube?
I'd probably do business, marketing.
Okay.
I'm really big into not only like marketing from a YouTube perspective, which marketing yourself on YouTube is very interesting because, of course, when you're taking classes about marketing and business classes, it's all about other people's business. So you're trying to figure out, okay, you're looking at all these analytics and stuff like that. But when you're marketing yourself, it's a bit of a different story, of course. But I'd probably be doing marketing. Probably, of course, not television or YouTube or something like that kind of thing, but marketing to a significant degree, doing advertising for some company or something like that kind of thing. There's a bunch of people that I have looked up online and done research about that I think are really, really, really interesting from a business perspective, some of which are controversial because of what they did.
Yeah.
Lee Iacocca is one of these very prominent examples. He's the person that raised Ford out of bankruptcy with many cars, including the Mustang. He's the person that made the Mustang happen.
Oh, smart guy.
Yes, seriously. And he's also the person that raised Chrysler out of bankruptcy and out of basically fading away with the Chrysler Grand Caravan, which is insanely iconic. I mean, like, say what you will about the Chrysler Grand Caravan, but it's what made Chrysler become successful in the modern era, because Chrysler in the fucking 80s was shit.
Yep.
It was trash.
Yeah, I think the Grand Caravan is still probably all they've got that's notable.
No, seriously. I mean, like that and the Dodge Ram 2500. But I mean, like Chrysler isn't even owned by Chrysler. Like Chrysler isn't even really an American company anymore. It's actually like a French or European company because it's owned by FCA, Fiat Chrysler, something.
I think it's Jeep, isn't it? Is Jeep in there?
Yeah, Jeep is in there because it's owned by Chrysler. Because
I think it's Italian, if I remember correctly. I might be wrong.
Oh, they've got Alfa Romeo too, which is Italian.
Yes.
But yeah, Jeep, it was owned by...
Woo!
Damn, what the fuck was that? I don't know if the camera picked that up.
I feel like it's probably that group that was up here, dude.
It could have been, yeah. There is NC State right over there. Oh, somebody's got their plane out.
Oh, they just crashed a tree. They just hit a fucking tree.
Holy shit.
Oh, it's stuck in the
tree. Oh my god.
Bro, it's literally stuck.
Yo, he's never getting that out. What the fuck?